Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. As always, my name is Harmon. Today's video is all about the Grover Cleveland Elementary School shooting that ended up killing 2 people. That took place on January 29th, 1979. Now, the name of this school may not ring a bell. However, the perpetrator's name was Brenda Spencer, and her name might ring a bell. She was quoted famously saying, "I don't like Mondays." And according to what she was saying, that was the reason for this unfortunate tragedy. So on the morning of Monday, January 29th, 1979, Brenda Spencer, again, just a teenager, she was 16 years old. She actually lived in a house across the street from the Grover Elementary School, and she decided to open fire through her window at the school. She ended up shooting at several children who were there, of course, waiting outside. But she ended up striking Principal Burton Ragg, who was 53 years old. She also ended up shooting and killing Mike Sucker, who was 56. He was the custodian. So both the principal and custodian ended up being killed. She ended up injuring about 8 other students. It says that she fired about 30 rounds or so before barricading herself in her house across the street from the school. While she was barricading herself in the house, a reporter from the San Diego Union Tribune apparently somehow got her number and ended up talking to her, and this is when she kind of gave that famous quote about why she did what she did. And she said, "I don't like Mondays. This livens up the day." She also told police negotiators on the phone that children and adults whom she had shot were, I guess, easy targets. Ultimately, she had surrendered after several hours of negotiating. She finally surrendered after they agreed to, I guess, give her a Burger King meal. Now, the weapon used on that day was a Marlin 795 semi-automatic 22 caliber rifle. That is the gun that Brenda Spencer used. Anyway, guys, we're here in San Diego, coming up to the street where her house was on, and also, of course, where the school used to be. The school has now since been torn down. However, they do have a decent memorial slash plaque kind of where the school used to be, and I believe it talks about kind of what happened, etc. All right, so coming up here, this is called Lake Atlin Avenue. This is the street where Brenda Spencer's house was and the school was. Let's see if I can get you guys a decent angle of the sign. Might be hard to read with the sun glare. Brenda's house is about 3 or 4 houses down that way, and the school would have been basically right in here. But let me show you this little memorial first. Alright, so it says, "Presented by the student body in memory of Burton Ragg and Mike Sucker, who died in the service of helping others. January 29th, 1979. So to give you some more background on Brenda Spencer was born April 3rd, 1962, again here in San Diego, California. She is currently 59 years old, but again, at the time of the shooting, she was 16. Her parents had separated, and she, I guess, lived pretty low standards, kind of almost in poverty with her father. I guess her father was somewhat of an alcoholic. It just says he drank a lot. It says that she expressed very very hostile behavior towards policemen, and again had spoken about shooting one and talked about doing something big to get on TV. In 1978, staff at a facility for problem students, which she had been referred to since she refused to go to school. She was always absent from school. That facility that they referred her to stated that she was suicidal. In December of 1978, she was given a psychiatric evaluation, and it recommended that she be admitted to a mental hospital for depression. But her father refused to give permission for that. And for whatever reason, her father decided for Christmas that year that he would buy her that very, very famous Ruger 1022 caliber rifle, which is the one that she used in the shootings. However, she stated that she asked for a radio for Christmas, but yet he bought her a gun instead. And so she thought that maybe he wanted her to kill herself. So obviously, things were not very good for Brenda living at that house. And it sounds like she potentially had some sort of mental issues, as when she was arrested after the shootings, it says that they did some tests, and I guess she had some sort of injury to her temporal lobe after a bicycle accident. However, that doesn't condone what she did. She still killed two innocent men who were trying to protect the children that were in front of the school that day. Again, just a sad tragedy. But anyway, guys, we're gonna loop around here, and I'm gonna show you where her house was. Again, it's only about 6 houses down from where that memorial plaque was that I showed you. Now, Brenda Spencer and her dad Wallace, their house was 6356 Lake Atlan Avenue. All right, so it is not this white house coming up, but it will be the house after it. All right, so this brown or tan colored house, this was her house and her dad's house. And again, her bedroom was right here in the front window, from what I've been told. And reportedly, that's the window she opened and shot out of at the school. Which again, the school was literally across the street. So basically, imagine a school right out front here. And she would have been just chilling outside her window here. She would have been like right out this window, shooting out towards the school. So of course, Brenda was arrested for the murders, and she was charged as an adult, and she ended up pleading guilty to 2 counts of murder as well as assault. And it says on her, a day after her 18th birthday, she was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. While she was in prison, she was diagnosed as an epileptic, and I guess received medication to treat that epilepsy. And it says, as of December 2015, she has received 4 different parole board hearings, and she has been denied each time. Now, in a 2001 hearing that she had, she claimed that her dad had been beating her, as well as some sexual abuse. But her father claimed that wasn't true. And so anyway, guys, as of June of 2021, she remains imprisoned at the California Institution for Women, the prison. It just says that she was, again, sort of suicidal, and that she, I guess, wanted some sort of fulfillment in her life, and that for her was shooting at kids and adults at the school. Maybe there's some other reasons that I haven't found, but that is kind of what I've been reading. I did look for both victims' graves, and I believe both said they were either unknown or cremated. I had always heard about the phrase, "I don't like Mondays." A couple bands have actually made songs about that phrase and about what Brenda Spencer did. So it's kind of caught on as a interesting catchphrase, which I don't know. I just think it's sad that a young 16-year-old felt the need to want to shoot people. Who knows? Maybe there's some more backstory. Maybe there's some more abuse from her father that maybe was true. That kind of contributed to her wanting just to get out and not be there. That's always a possibility. But anyway, guys, my name's Harmon. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.